Look at these nice clouds. Let's just kick it. Squirrel's getting a drink. Bill changes his water. Hey, squirrel, man, you drinking the water I got you? Of course you are. You're thirsty. That's why I put that big rock in there. Fucker tips it over. Gratitude. These kick-ass clouds today. This is just kicking it shit, you know what I'm saying? For real. Oh yeah, I love these clouds. Fuck yeah, bring them on, man. Bring them on. Let's get it on. Yeah, I've just been reading some magazines and fucking around. Cleaning my damn cameras. Charging my batteries. Just telling people you gotta kick it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kick it for real. You know what I'm saying? Hummingbirds flying around. Yeah. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. They played that song when I graduated. They also played We Will Never Pass This Way Again. Thank God it was true. 50 fucking years ago last June. And feel today as I felt the day I left that fucking place. I'm never coming back. Never been to one class reunion. I didn't want to hang around those motherfuckers then. Why in the hell would I want to get together with them later in life? Just to be suicidal? Bunch of fucking nerds. Yeah, I'm just enjoying this weather, checking out, kicking it with these clouds and shit, you know what I'm saying? Been like this all day. Just thunderstorms, little ones coming by. Just love this. Only glitch. Now you can't have it both ways. Now hot, humid air, uprising currents. That's what you need to make this stuff. And I'm willing to accept it. I cannot complain about it if this is what I want to see. So I'm not. It's none of this is video or recording worthy, but it's damn close. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. You can hear it like the noise. It scares the birds when it thunders. I think they'd be used to it by now, wouldn't you? Look at that big ass cloud. Moisture. It's kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Just threw some chips out for the crow. He's always by himself. There's a squirrel over there. Right in that rail. I went and got a nice Waffle House breakfast. I've just been enjoying my day. Really have been. Hear the thunder? You can see how the Native Americans and stuff, thought this was the gods and stuff, communicating with them. Look at that one little cell right there. You flew through that, it'd be rough as hell. Just take to the skies. Redneck Riviera, four-wheeler. Squirrels eating the birdseed. That's the extent of my problems around here. A squirrel eating the birdseed. Bugging A. picking out his favorite spot. These beautiful clouds. Yeah, this is way his hat, man. Just look at that. I might catch a little rain out here, maybe. Just kick it. Nobody around, just partying. Black vultures haven't been around for a couple days. I don't know where they are. I think they're on a reconnaissance mission. That old Mother Nature is getting their ass out of there and saying, hey, look, eating this bagged chicken is great. But you need to get the fuck out of here in case something happens to him. You need to go out and learn how to forage on your own. Be a real wild black vulture. And that's what happens. Then they get tired, they get burned out, they get tired of looking for food, and then they come back here for a snack. Look at these beautiful clouds. Oh, yeah. Big puffy white clouds. With a nice blue cloud in front. Global fucking warming. Here's that crow. He's always by himself. He's always got his mouth open too. Got him some chips over there, but I think I'm a little too close for him. Oh, here he comes. See his mouth open? He's never got this close to me before. I got him some chips out there and all. He's communicating to his buddies. Oh, he just got a chip. Good. That's good. Got one in his mouth. Lay's potato chip. Crinkle cut. That's his buddies calling him back in the distance. Says rain intensity 8 out of 10, 2/10 of a mile away. I don't know if I've got the thing where people can talk on here. Anybody hear me? Sometimes I don't slide that bar over. Yep, there's his buddy. They'll never land while I'm sitting here. He's came back from another one. Squirrels and cardinals sharing food. Hey, Mark. Hey, Stephanie. Just watching these little storms pop up. Squirrels eating food, birds eating food, crows eating chips, crinkle cut. Yeah, see, he's eating chips right now. He's behind that pole. He's never got this close to me before. He's always by himself. The black crows. There's his buddy. His buddy communicating. He'll answer back. Yeah, crinkle cut are important. You hear the bees humming? Oh yeah, I think you'd like it. It's fun. Hey Pocahontas, how you doing? I'm watching the birds and the bees and some little storms coming around. He's skittish. I've never been this close to him before. He's getting the word out. I'm doing fine. He's calling the backups. Oh, that's right. That's the big bright light on top at night. Total redneck. This is a hillbilly limousine right here. These guys don't want to get this close. I couldn't find my slip-on, so I didn't take the chips out further. They want those chips on the ground bad. Oh, there's a vulture flying. Turkey vulture. Huh? These crows are really skittish. Here you get a chip. I'm gonna go take it and eat it somewhere else. He's gonna bust it up. The other one's trying to steal his chip. Vulture. That's turkey vulture. No. Nope. It will not. They're soldiers of peace. Look at the cardinals. Debbie says that's a house finch. That's a female cardinal right there. They say they're trying to blame him for killing these calves in Texas, but I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, who knows when this food source runs short, but they don't have the beak to kill things. They don't have the feet to kill things. Just doesn't make any sense. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. There was 3 ladies on horses today. I took them over so they could drink out of that water fountain I made. Then I let them ride around on the property, and they went and took their horses back to the pond and went swimming with them. That's it. That's true. You can't even get into Canada with a misdemeanor. There's the crows drinking out of the vulture water. Yeah, do it. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Caroline. You partying today? We got a big parade here tomorrow. 60 food vendors in town. Oh, good for you. Which ones you watching? Hey, Blue. Oh, Molly Rimmer. Yeah, that was on last night, and when I clicked on it, it was another movie, 16 Candles, but it said 16 Candles on the title. When I clicked on it, it was something else. You know, Her career kind of died after those couple movies. I thought she was super in both roles, though. I wasn't planning on it, but I will if you want me to. Yeah, Pretty in Pink and Breakfast Club, yeah. 16 Candles, too, wasn't it? Yeah, she typecast. She just didn't fit into other roles. Oh, good. Oh, good for you. Oh, good for you, Blue. Yeah, well, I was gonna go to Augusta today, and then I said, "Fuck it." I'm gonna get a new car. I think I'm gonna get a Telluride SX. I hate to fucking do it, but I'm gonna have to. And you know what? These fucking Fords, other than getting lucky like I did with this, and I paid $8,000 for this. Put 54,000 miles on it and didn't do a thing to it but change the oil. Well, I know based on what I've read, this engine's not long. It could quit any day. So I'm not gonna wait till it quits. I wouldn't give a fuck if Daisy wasn't with me. I gamble like that. I don't give a fuck. I'll take that. I took that motherfucking Astro van out to Glacier National Park. 4,000 mile round trip when it had 430,000 miles on it. But that fifth, it's 84 inches long inside with all three seats. It's all-wheel drive. Gets good gas mileage. And those engines go a long time if you take care of them. It's like a perfect vehicle for me. They're a little too fancy for me. I want leather interior because I got cloth in that F-150 and it just gets dirty like after a couple times she rides on it. But other than that, I don't give a fuck what's in it. They're kind of expensive, but not compared to other cars. Hey, little ninny. Yeah, it's hard to get authentic Mexican food because white people they complain it's too hot. Like tongue sandwiches, ghost pepper hot sauce, shit like that. All the white people do is just, it's too hot. Can I have some water? Yeah, they're nice looking cars. I mean, I'm not into this fucking shit at all. I hate paying this for them. I really do. And if I could get something good, but you know, these Fords outside of this year, that fucking V6 fucking EcoBoost twin turbo is a fucking shit engine, which is what I've got. If this was like the 4.3 I had in the Astrovan, I'd drive that motherfucker for another 5 or 8 years. But it's not. It's one of these goddamn bullshit EcoBoost fucking things that suck. Yeah, I think they're a nice looking car. You can get a used one. I'd like to get a used one, but you know what? New isn't that much different than used. And when you buy used, you get a 5 year bumper to bumper roadside assistance, 100%, and a fucking good warranty. So it's not like that much difference. The other night I sat down and I figured out the vehicles that I've had, like ones like this that I bought for $8,000, ones that I paid more for, ones that I bought brand new. And if you considered inflation and you crunched all the numbers, I don't give a fuck if it's used, new, what the fuck ever. It comes up to where you pay about $4,400 a year for a vehicle that you don't need to fuck with. Hey, you know too, I ran into those guys where I did some infrared photography on it. I've done it before, so you've seen the place, you saw it before it was burnt down, but they're treating that house getting burned down as an arson. They said it's a blonde young kid on a red dirt bike, and I've heard a dirt bike twice. I'm going to have to pay better attention. He burnt that down while I was up in Michigan. Motherfucker. And they said that they were going to save the doors and a lot of historical uh, things. It looked like junk, but there were things that were salvageable. They're fucking pissed about it, but it's an active arson investigation. Oh, really? No shit, Drifter. Yeah, I thought Julia Roberts was excellent in that movie. I thought that was an excellent movie. I watched it a couple of times. Richard Gere was superb in it. It just was great acting. Yeah, me too. Oh, shut up, Jane. Get the fuck out of here with that talk, you dumbass. Stupid fucker. Oh, thank you. I just tried to do it. I couldn't get to it. Fucking goddamn. Yeah, there's this is it used to be on YouTube. They probably aired it out. There's fucking guys. There were YouTube videos up at one time. Guys fucking jacking off while the building's burning down. Now I've jacked off a lot in my lifetime. That's for sure. But it was to porn. Can you imagine having that kind of hang up where the only thing you could get off on was burning buildings down? What the fuck? Oh, what a motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I know it. Another fucking troll. Fucking weirdo. These religious motherfuckers are getting on my nerves, too. The stupid fucking comments they leave about fucking Maddie and stuff under the ruse of religion. Dumb fucks. I'm about ready to fucking just start banning every religious comment because it's so fucking absurd. Oh, wow. Look at these couples that get killed on these boats. Somebody comes to look and buy it and they fucking chop them up into little pieces, throw them over the side. That fucking kind of bullshit ruined Craigslist. Fucking weird shit happening. Auto Trader, too. That To Catch a Murderer. That was all based on a nice young girl going to take an ad for a piece of junk up in Wisconsin. Well, I hope they torture him. Yeah, these people are full of shit. They don't give fucking two shits about Maddie. They just want to go in there and discuss what her teeth look like, what she looked like 5 years ago, why she's like that. She should see her kids. Just one thing YouTube allows, it gives you a good, cheap litmus test of all the crazy, rude, insensitive, wacko motherfuckers that are out there. Before, unless you ran into them in another way, you knew they were out there, but not at the numbers. There's entire channels derived out of that bullshit. Hey, Amphalov. That's why I tell people at this stage of my game, I'm not kidding you, if one of my good friends or one of their kids, even my ex-wife, if somebody ever murdered them or something over some bullshit at that bed and breakfast, I will use all my PI skills. I'll join church. I'll fucking start crocheting. And I will use every PI source I know to get to those motherfuckers. I am a major loose cannon. Big time. I got nothing to hang around for. Kids, stupid job, retirement. For the right criteria, it would be an honor for me to just fake bullshit. Whatever I had to fucking do. Use every PI skill. Be calm. Just lay low and track these motherfuckers down. I would fucking do it. Yeah, well, no, motherfucker. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, man. These goddamn fucking weirdo son of a bitches. They need vigilantism. That's what they need. I'm going to go back to the Old Testament. Fuck yeah. Hey, let me tell you what happened to me one time, kind of on that same note. So, I always had an interest in flying and, eventually did it. But when I was younger, I'd been a PI for a couple years. And there was a guy that used to do the traffic reporting, Pat Monks. He's since died. The AAA jet copter was a huge Hughes 500C. So I'd see that fucker flying around all the time. I'm thinking, God damn, man, I would love to like be in a fucking helicopter, and doing that, which is like fucking winning the lottery, right? It's like 20 jobs in the whole United States. So one day I found out where he landed, the motherfucker. It was out in this rural area, and I drove over there one day. And I said, hey, I see you flying around. I like planes and helicopters and stuff. And I wonder if I could go for a ride sometime. He said, sure. So I was making good money by then all the time. And I said, hey, look, I'd like to ride around with you a lot. Is there any way I could just pay for some fuel or something and ride with you all the time? He said, yeah, there is. He said, if you give me $100 cash, you can ride with me whenever you want. Take your friends too. And that's what I did. I'd give him $100 cash. We'd get in this Hughes 500. It was a 3.5-hour ride. We'd land at fucking restaurants and go in and get a coffee. It was so fucking cool. Anyway, I did that for a couple of years. Just got a lot of time in a Hughes 500C. I couldn't fly the damn thing. That's a whole nother thing. There's no natural intuition on flying a helicopter. I mean, nobody naturally flies one like airplanes. I mean, if you give the controls to anybody, they will spread that fucker into a billion pieces trying to fly it. It's like flying a gyroscope. You spin it and you put it on the table. You may get away with not killing yourself, but you're going to kill yourself soon. Helicopters are not like airplanes. But anyway, so I had married her at the time. I'm living with my wife. And there was all sorts of shit that I needed to turn in that had to be notarized. Whatever, subpoenas, which I only did if I charged by the hour, because I wasn't going to be serving subpoenas for some $15 fucking an hour or a service. So the way I did it is, I would say I would serve subpoenas nobody else had success doing. And what I would do is say, hey, you hire me, I'm going to charge you by the hour. And then when I find them, I will serve the subpoena for 15. So it got me away from violating charges for subpoenas. I didn't do it a lot, but I did do it. So I know this fucking guy, and I can't remember if I was still riding in the helicopter or not. But he called me one day and he said, hey, I need a favor out of you big time. It's like, what's that? He said, well, my sister-in-law, husband died, and they owned a small shoe store. And some motherfucker came in there, and he wrote a check, and the check bounced, and nobody can find him. They can't serve him. Now, that's right up my fucking alley. It's like, yeah, no fucking problem. He said, how much would you charge me? It's like, are you kidding me, man? Free. No fucking problem. So I had a hard time finding this motherfucker, and the way I ended up doing it was I had a girl that worked for me that was kind of attractive, and I found out that this scumbag was selling life insurance on the side. So we set up a fake appointment in a parking lot to get some policy information, and she was a real gift of gab, real good talker. So I was not worried about her wanting to meet him. So we set it up. He's going to meet her in a parking lot at like 9 o'clock in this place, and I got this fucking subpoena. The problem is I've only got 2 days for the third extension to serve it within the timeline. They weren't going to extend it anymore because he was a hard motherfucker to serve. I tried every trick I knew of, and I just could never get him to take the bait. So I got 2 days to turn this motherfucker into a court about 60 miles away from where I live. So there's a time constraint. So we set this fucking appointment up, and sure enough, she shows up, he shows up, and she's talking to him in the lot. And I walk up to him and I said, here you go. He says, what's this? I said, it's a subpoena, cocksucker, for that lady you fucked out of those shoes. He said, there must be some mistake. I said, there's no fucking mistake at all. You wrote a bad check and you took all these fucking shoes, you fucking shitbag. You're legally served now. And he thinks it's a real appointment. It still hasn't dawned on this motherfucker that he's been set up. So we take off. You know what that cocksucker did? I give him credit for this. So I was in a time constraint. Well, my wife and I or my girlfriend and I had separated. She got pissed and took off to fucking Atlanta, Georgia. So she wasn't living in the state. She even had an Atlanta driver's license. Well, what I did was when I got home and I only had 2 days left, I signed her name as the notary for me. Yeah, it's fucking a fake signature, but I thought, how the fuck am I ever going to get caught at this? And after all, not that it matters when you're getting prosecuted, but it was a good deed. This cocksucker had enough brains to go and look up the original application for the notaries. I was a notary too, but you couldn't sign your own shit. That fucker went and got the applications from both of us, me and her, and compared the signatures and realized that it was probably me that forged her name. Went to the fucking prosecutor and said, hey, this motherfucker forged a document. Well, as it turns out, a notary turned into a court for a summons or subpoena is a court document. So they go to the prosecutors turn it over to the detectives. The detectives look at the signatures like, this is fucking bullshit, this is fraud. So they decide to issue a warrant for my arrest for falsifying a court document. So, if you serve me with a subpoena or summons, you're going to have to get lucky. I know every trick in the book. You're not going to just walk up to me. You're just going to have to get shit lucky. And those detectives tried to fucking get me. They showed up to my house in plane cars and all that fucking shit. And they fucked me up with the state police where we were licensed. Said, hey, this private detective of yours, we're trying to serve a warrant for falsifying. And the state police called me. It's like, hey, guys, mind your own fucking business. Until I get convicted, I don't want to hear from you. Fuck you. So I got, I'm worried about my fucking career. And I got a detective trying to serve me a fucking felony warrant. So finally, the fucking detective calls me up one day on the phone and says, hey, Tom, why don't you just put this behind you? It's not that big a deal. The judge maybe reduce it down to a misdemeanor. And I thought, fuck you. I ain't doing it. If you guys get me, it's going to be on a traffic stop, and I'm not fucking turning myself in. No way. Well, we had already been talking, my wife and I, about getting back together. So I end up going down to Atlanta. We start fucking like rabbits again. She's dating a guy. I threaten her. She says, I've told you before I got an ultimatum about getting married. I told you before that, if it would minus an ultimatum, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I didn't think I could do any better. And I still don't think I could have done any better, so I don't regret getting married. So we're down there, we're arguing. I'm threatening to kick her fucking boyfriend's ass, and I better not see his name on your phone. All that bullshit that goes along young and a fucking high testosterone level. So I'm down there, we get in a big argument one night. She said, well, I'll tell you what. And she said, you marry me, and that's the only fucking way I'm going to get back together with you. It's like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. She said, really? It's like, yep. I said, well, you got to move back to Michigan. I'm not, well, that's not how it happened. Actually, I had to move to Woodstock. So I'm dragging this fucking shit out with this fucking felony warrant, and the state police keep calling me, the licensing for the PI, telling me to turn myself in. It's like, mind your own fucking business. First of all, I'm not goddamn guilty. And secondly, I haven't been convicted. So until then, get lost. I stretch this shit out for about 2 to 3 months. We're down there fucking like rabbits. And I say to her one night, it's like, hey, I got to tell you something. I don't mind getting married. And this isn't why I'm getting married, but I got a little fucking problem. And I'd like to get married as soon as possible. She said, what's that? And I told her the story. And I said, I falsified your name and I'm being charged with a fucking felony. I was just trying to help a lady that got fucked. I said, I'm charged with a felony for falsifying a court document. And if we get married, I'm going to be able to use husband-wife privilege because you're my wife and they don't have any witness to testify against me. See, they got sloppy. They never thought in a million years that I'd have contact with her. They just knew her as an individual that didn't live in Michigan anymore, whose name I forged. They never thought I was fucking her. So she said, yeah, I'll do that. So we scheduled this impromptu mail order priest fucking wedding with my lesbian sister and her friend. I got a buddy of mine to be my best man, and I got married. So when I was supposed to go to fucking jail on another jam I got in on investigating a judge. You can look that up on Google. It's called Ravary versus Reed, Ravary versus Reed. You'll find it. So I was supposed to go to jail, and a honeymoon was kind of vague. So I only had a few days. At the very last second before I was supposed to show up to go to jail on another deal, I got an emergency stay, which meant that I didn't have to get jailed. I ended up beating it in the Court of Appeals. So we take an impromptu trip out to Hotel Del Coronado in California. I remember it was $355 a night. September of 1986. And I thought, this is fucking insane. But it was a special occasion. I was dodging going to jail, getting convicted of a felony. It was worth it. So we get back, and sure enough, the phone rings one day, and it's the fucking detective trying to serve me the warrant. Because, you know, these prosecutors get on these detectives. They say, hey, we want this shit's outstanding. We want to finish this up. Will you get this motherfucker? So the detective calls me up, and he said, hey, Tom, you know why I'm calling? It's like, yeah. I said, I got some bad news for you. He said, what's that? This guy later got convicted of voter fraud. This detective, believe it or not. He said, what's that? I said, well, you know that Sherry Atchison. He said, yeah. I said, you know what her name is now? He said, what? I said, it's Sherry Reed. He said, can you prove it? I said, I don't need to prove it. You're the one that's got to do all the proof. But you're wasting your fucking time chasing me now because that's my wife. And if you think she's going to tell you anything about me signing her name, you're fucking wrong. And about 2 months later, he called me and said, hey, Tom, it was like not like bad, you know, it was civil conversations. He said, Tom, first of all, I want to tell you, you are one lucky person, man. You really are one lucky guy, man. I hope I have the luck you do. He said, we're going to drop the warrant. I said, well, hey, thanks a lot. You know, I appreciate it. He said, but it's none of my business now. But, you know, you can't be falsifying fucking court documents. And it was dropped. So, and I ended up beating the thing in investigating a judge that sued me. So here, Teflon Tom, goddammit. Teflon Tom. Yeah. But so I've dodged a few bills. I'll tell you another one someday, too. You know, when that goddamn FBI agent got killed down in Mexico, that was a buddy of mine that got figured out his location. Unlicensed PI that was supposed to go to prison. I had 2 PI buddies get convicted. One go to prison, one got a delayed, suspended sentence. That's another story. And they let him slide, but tried to fuck him later on some bullshit. If you do a deal with the cops or the feds, get it in writing like Ollie North did. They told Ollie North, we'll grant you immunity if you tell us the truth. And they granted him immunity. He said, the truth is, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that changed since then. Got lucky. Oh yeah, I got fucking lucky, man. I've had about 5 fucking incidents where I could have, but you know, I mean, yeah, that's true. I did break the law, but like with the shoe thing, I was just trying to help out a lady that got fucked. On the corrupt judge thing, he was fucking people left and right on workers' comp settlements. So, I mean, I'm not justifying what I did. You know, I'm kind of like that for the right reason. There's a crow coming for another chip. But I dodged about 5 deals that could have ended my career. And I got a lot of media over that bullshit, too. Everywhere I would go, people would ask me, can I ask you something? It's like, yeah, what's that? It's like, what about that judge? It was all over the newspapers. There was a gossip columnist, Diane Hofsis, that used to write like a gossip column for the Detroit News. She used to write about me all the fucking time. I fed her so much good information. It was unfucking believable. And it really didn't help my business because I didn't want to do work for individuals. There's no fucking money in it. I wanted to do work only for companies. But I would be places sometimes. I'll give you another example too. Uh, the state of Michigan was a huge account of mine, and there was a big federal indictment on information brokering. And the only guy that didn't get charged was me. And you know why I wasn't charged? Because I was on vacation when they did the wiretaps. So some of my shit was maneuvering, some of it was just luck. And anywhere I would go where there'd be a convention or something, I'd see people like tapping somebody on the shoulder and pointing over to me. It's there's that motherfucker. And I'll tell you one thing. I used to in Michigan we got licensed by the state police, and I used to have a good relationship with those guys. Do aerial photography of their house, go to their kids' birthday parties. And after that indictment, even though I wasn't charged, I'm sure the FBI contacted them along the way, and it went from being invited to kids' birthday parties to unreturned phone calls. You know, I got fucking blackballed for sure, but I didn't give a fuck. I moved to Florida about 2 or 3 years later. Yeah, so I've dodged some major fucking bullets over the years. Yeah, no, I threw him out some chips. He's on his fourth chip. Now I wouldn't do any of that shit, but when I was young, I mean, like, I remember going to college and they had these fraternities, and we thought they were just the biggest pussies in the world. You know, these panty raids and shit, bunch of fucking pussies. It was so silly and stupid. And when I got into PI work, I mean, I had done a lot of crazy shit when I was younger. I thought this is just like first fucking grade. Are you kidding me? I mean, but, I mean, when I was hired to do a task, I didn't let anything get in the way of it. I mean, balls fucking out. And now that I'm older and my fire and my balls is fucking dissipating, I'm more of like a compliance guy. I don't want to be fucking around in court and getting in trouble and that kind of shit. You know, the fire in my balls is gone. Yeah. Oh, these fucking animals are smart, man. Most of these books are really vague on animal behavior, and, they know about migration and all that shit, but there's a whole part of these animals. Their observational powers are like fucking insane, man. Like a walking computer. Sizing up risk. This is the closest I've ever gotten to these crows. Although the one, it just came up and got another chip. He's been itching up, and all this shit around here now. Like, I made an effort to like bond with the vultures, but this shit they've all just slowly figured out. He's getting another chip. They've slowly figured out that I'm no threat, which is why you see deer eating on the side of the highway during hunting season. They're experts. Yeah, panty raids. It was such fucking bullshit, man. I thought they were just a bunch of fraternities were just a bunch of pussies. I wasn't really into drinking. I didn't really even start drinking until I was like 25. And it was just stupid, silly shit. Yeah, he keeps coming and getting another chip. Yeah, I believe they do. And if you notice, like when I'm walking up to the black vultures, they'll get excited when they hear my voice when I'm talking to them. See, he's getting another chip. Look, there you got a little piece of one. They'll start like flapping their wings and shit and like get excited, just like a dog when it sees you. No, they're definitely smart. It's so stupid. And this one's always by himself. I mean, here's a crow eating chips, vultures eating meat, uh, hummingbirds drinking nectar. I mean, all birds. Or there he got his chip. All birds, and they all eat different stuff, but yet they're still all birds. That's crazy, man. Seeds, nectar, meat. No, they don't. Nope, do not. No, they don't. When I was a couple years before I left West Branch, bumblebees live in the ground. An old man on a tractor ran over some bumblebees, and they stung him to death. Now, I fucked around with bees quite a bit in my life, and anaphylactic shock. That's what gets people, and it's kind of a misnomer. People think that either you're gonna get it or you're not. That's not quite true. I know people that have like been stung by bees their whole life and no problem, and one day get anaphylactic shock. There's a slight variation in their venom. I mean, I try not to get stung. I mean, I don't worry about it too much, but it can, the older you get, the least likely you are to do well under these scenarios. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, these hummingbirds, they don't seem to like the new neck mix too well. I'm going to have to get them another one. The last one I drank the shit out of it was darker. Hey, Frisky. Hey, Conan. Yeah, life full of ups and downs, man. I mean, I was a total fucking degenerate when I was younger. You won't believe the shit that I did, man. Oh, I survived it all. Shoplift, steal cars, break into places, fence stolen goods. That was all the way I was raised, though. That's why I said, I mean, I thought private eye work seemed pussy to me. Yeah, it's actually ATV, all-wheel drive. See this guy? Now, this brought me a long way with him. He'll be getting closer and closer until all the chips are gone. Look at him bend over and stretch out just to save an inch to get a chip. He doesn't want to lean any further than he has to. These crows they'll eat baby birds, baby anything. Meat eaters. It changes your words. That's all right. This one is a Polaris Ranger. What cracks me is the dexterity of the muscles in a bird's beak. Like I feed them that Niger, that black seed. It's like the thinnest little seed that they actually crack with their beak, spit out the shell, and swallow the middle. Doesn't even seem possible. And they'll do that to 500 seeds in a feeding. Yeah, I hate golf carts. They outlawed those fuckers in Hilton Head. See, he's eating his fucking chip. See the steering wheel and the four-wheeler? Oh, do they really? I know a raccoon will drown a dog if he can get him in water. And they can bite the holy shit out of you. When I was raising parrots, those fuckers would come and I had them fucking kill $10,000 worth of birds one night. Fucking raccoons, and I thought, fuck raccoons, man. So I got a gun at 22, and I killed every fucking one of them, which was legal to do, because they put me out of business. But one time there was a raccoon up in a barn that I had, and it had 5 babies. And I saw it go up there, and I waited and slipped up there in the daytime, and it was sleeping. And I got on a ladder and went up there real softly, quiet. Took that 22 long hollow point and shot that motherfucker right between the eyes as it was sleeping. And you know, it still jumped out of that spot and hit me in the chest dead, and blood was all over my shirt. I mean, that's pretty damn impressive after getting a bullet between the eyes. Oh, a scissor grinder? Oh, cool. That's cool. See, this rain never really materialized. All around here, but not quite. Babies, I shot them too. Yeah, after getting like nailed financially so bad. Now, I don't do that anymore. Of course, I'm not breeding birds either, but you know, that's why perspective. Where are you in the equation of conflict? You know what I mean? And when it starts hitting your pocketbook that bad, and you know you're not sleeping that good, you hear the birds squawk and you run out there. What they do is they get on the bottom of the cage, and they shake them, and they tear their legs off, and they bleed to death. Hey, Alethea. Yeah, I didn't mind doing it that bad back then, but I'm not really like that now. Now I'd probably fucking trap them or something. But they're fucking smart, man. You can get a damn starving raccoon. I mean, that fucker is hungry as hell. He's not going in that fucking trap. No way. Now, you could catch him in a steel leg snare or something, but, you know, those live traps, fuck that. I've had video of them. They'll go out, look around. Look, even a dog, when I was trapping those dogs and took them to South Carolina, those stray dogs, those fuckers will test that plate, and that plate barely sticks up from the bottom of the cage. You'll see them stretching their neck over there as far as they can to get that food without stepping on that plate. They don't really know it's there, but their intuition knows that there's some catch to this. Wow. Yeah, I paid $680 for a possum's hip replacement. Got hit by a car. When I picked it up, I got a ticket by a Detroit cop for obstructing traffic, which I later got dismissed in court. And I brought that possum home, and for 2 months until he healed, I put him on my stomach and feed him dog food while I watched TV. Yeah, so are pigs. It's the environment that humans put them in. Pigs are smarter than dogs. Yeah, it's true. You know, you can train dogs for that. I know in Texas they train dogs to avoid rattlesnakes. Crazy. Hey, Conan, you've got to know people from Cincinnati that go down to Hilton Head. You know, Cincinnati in particular, but Ohio as a state was marketed heavily for vacationers in Hilton Head. Did you know that? Yeah, that's what it's doing here. Yeah. Yep. I like the sounds of it, though. Yeah, it's nice. Hear the other one calling back to him? Yeah. You know, birds use 100% of their lung capacity when they call. Oh, okay. Did you ever go down there and visit them? think Daisy wants out. You want out, Pee-Pee? 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 Come on. He's looking for a treat first. What are you doing? What are you in there talking about? Kick it. I know, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Good girl, hon. Yeah, it is. Sucks. I mean, I like it a little better. You know, I've been reading a lot about the Low Country, that big watershed that starts, you know, down through Aiken and all the way southeast where it dumps out, heads to Savannah and Hilton. It's really fascinating, the watershed. Yeah, she feels good. You feeling good, hon? You know, I think I saw some baby hummingbirds today. Yeah, you're right. You know, I kill those fire ants all year long. You don't even see them around here, Hurley. You don't see any of the nests. You know, most of this invasive shit, plants too, it's from Asia. Those damn fire ants came in on a boat in Mobile, Alabama, like I think in 1940. Fucking things. Yeah, I get spit by those fucking things the whole, all the time. I mean, not when I'm killing them, later on. I'll tell you one thing though, they're survivors though. I fuck with them constantly, and they're constantly rebuilding. Yeah. I mean, I've got every fucking poison in the world to put on their nests. I fuck with them any way possible. Run them over, light them on fire, give them the shit that they're too smart. They're not taking that fucking poison back to the nest like the can or the bottle says. Fuck that. Oh, I've seen them walk right by that. It's a bunch of shit. I think the only way you kill them is they step in it and then they think, I'm not eating this shit. And they go back and might kill a couple of their siblings. I get the best ant killer there is. What I've noticed by them, they'll trump up real fast in the spring. Just lay eggs like a motherfucker. You can go out there and run over them, poison them, and 2 days later they'll have a mound about half the size of the one you wiped out, full of eggs. And then it'll lay low all through the summer months. Then about 3 weeks ago, I see some mounds popping up loaded with eggs. So there's 2 times of the year where they're trying to produce a shit ton of offspring for the year. No, I was reading a farm magazine, and they kill a lot of stuff that eats crops, corn and pickles and all that shit. They're not like totally bad. No, but you can get. I go to Tractor Supply and get this spray. The way to do it. The way to do it. I mean, I've tried every way. Is you go out there and you kick the sand real hard with a pair of boots, and then you give them about 5 minutes to get out, to come out, to like looking to bite you, and you spray all those, and then you give the holes a good fill up with poison. That works the best way. If you spray them right away, you don't get that many of them. You want to reduce that population to rebuild as good as you can. That's what I do. I kick it over, wait till they come barreling out, give them about 5 minutes, and then squirt the shit out of it. Yeah. Nah, I go up and kick it. They never get me that way. I just I kick it real hard. And they're smart too. They know enough. Like I've put rocks in there, cans, bottles, all sorts of shit. They walk right by that. They're not fucking with that. They know it's something that they can't sting. What I can't figure about them is they'll sting your ass even when there's no reason to do it. Like you can be sitting on a chair like I am outside. They'll walk right up your leg, walk up the side of your face, and sting you on your cheek. Didn't even do anything. Oh, cool. Yeah, just be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? It's cooling down nice right now. I'd say it's probably 80 now. I was just looking at tickets to go up to Barrow, Alaska around Christmas. Their high is like 5 below zero. It's like fascinating to me. I've been there before. It's $1,000 ticket, 24 hours each way. Go up there and party. Hey, Rita. Oh, are they? You want to go inside? Easy, Heath. I'm going to give her a haircut tomorrow. You want to go inside? Come on. I'll be right out here. Don't worry. Yeah, nothing good. I don't have anything good. Yeah, wasps are an evolution from the ant. Did you go on a trip, Aletha? Yeah, it's too cruel. I know I poisoned them, but I don't know. I just can't get myself to do that. Yeah, it is. I got a lot of books on ants. There's a guy named Edward Wilson, a Harvard grad from Alabama, that taught at Harvard. Wrote a lot of good books on ants. Oh, super quiet. Yeah, really is. No noise. I'm gonna put a big ant house in my house. Big, nice one. Oh, good. How was it? How was the plane ride? I think Mark's going to do a thing that he asked me if I want to go on tonight, and I told him I would, but I don't know whose channel it'll be on. We'll kick it, party. Hey, Leah. Oh, good for you. Why didn't you just send him a gift? I don't think I'd go over there just for a wedding. I just sent him a gift. Hey, was it light or dark when you hit the ocean? Were you able to see anything out the window? Oh, your husband's daughter. Oh, man, he couldn't get out of that one. Yeah, that was probably about a 10-hour flight. Hang on one sec. I gotta turn. I think the dryer ran out. I did some sheets. Hold on one sec. Let's kick it. Oh, Missouri. Did you take him some toothpaste? Some dental floss? Hey, waiting.
Drinking a coconut flavored sparkling water. Yeah, so what, New Day? So what? It's good. Fucking good, man. Hey, you guys, I don't care that much, but, well, I don't care at all, really. I have fun, like, fucking around, taking photos and shit. Really, that's where all my fun is. Like, doing it. I'm, like, obsessed with it. It's crazy. Like, taking pictures and videotaping. I can be tired as hell, like Hilton Head, fucking exhausted. And on the way back, man, I just somehow still take photos. So I like it so much that I just upload shit. And if anybody watches it, great. If they don't, that's fine too. Because minus the prostitute videos, nobody ever watched my videos. I'm fine with it. But I am a little surprised for people that don't get to travel a lot that they don't watch more of those sunrises. To me, they're like cool. I watch them myself. No, they don't. Yeah, it's fun. I got some more I took too. You know that those photos that I took, like of different places, most of those were taken in that place where the Murdoch murders occurred, Hampton. Their house was just east of there in Islandton. I think I took a picture of that law firm, Parker Law Group, but I didn't go back and look. Hey, Shauna. Oh, you're watching? Oh, good. Yeah, it's not really a golf cart. It's like a Polaris ATV, all-wheel drive, a four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. I guess you can click it in and out. I don't really ride them that much, to tell you the truth. See the turkey vultures out there? Yeah, party mobile. That's crazy. I can just get on a plane and fly all the way to Europe, all over the ocean like that. God, man. Oh yeah, we had John Deere. Just partying. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, days come by. Yeah, I always did it as kind of a time capsule. I can go back and like look at it. Some of the videos I get too sad watching, like the old prostitute interviews. I never watch those. It's just like too like sad. Yeah, me too. See, I can hear a plane going over now. They're about 25,000 feet here if they're loaded, like going to Europe or wherever to the east. A young boyfriend? That's hard to believe. Is he a drug addict too? Yeah, it's amazing. Fuck yeah. Eating, drinking, watching movies. Yeah, it's not too popular though, which I'm fine with. But people don't really give a fuck about that. Oh, he is really. What in the fuck is he dating her for? There's got to be something not adding up. Something's not adding up here. Yeah, I saw that, Letha. Yeah. I mean, what would a cute young guy be? I mean, she looks every bit her age. I just don't get it. Yeah, I forget what it is, what happened. I thought something fell on him or something. She's 50 years old. Does this guy work or is he a drug dealer? Yeah, I think she's disgusting too. Just a real pig as a human being. Sharon. Yeah, she is. Yep. He's a fucking scumbag too, Irv. Total scumbag. Yeah, you're right, Impalov. Irv is a fucking dirtbag. For sure. No, he's a shitbag, believe me. God, that's hard to believe. Yeah, at work doing what? Fucking unboxing some meth. I don't know if she was or not. Yeah, he's bad news. Total exploiter of the vulnerable. Yeah, her the perv. That's a good name for him. He left fucking Sharon out in fucking North Dakota one time. Just took off. Yeah, dry out there. Yeah, here too. Yeah, really hot here. Yeah. Yeah, I sure do. I see they were shutting down some places at Glacier National Park to 2026. Yeah, I like leaving the wind. Yeah, Kelly, Raven, Becky. Hey, Inflo, have you read much about that watershed in the Low Country, or are you just too north for that? Fucking hey. Oh, are you? But you're not considered Low Country, are you? Really? I think that's more of a grid issue, isn't it? Than to, I don't know what that would have to do with fires. Oh wow. Oh really? I'm gonna go to Blacksville in South Carolina. That place looks cool. I looked up on the map. I'm gonna go different ways back and forth to Hilton Head. You know, I read an article today that said both those kids went to the same South Carolina law school as the dad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I might go. It depends if I feel like it. I wouldn't mind going and try and see if they have something to eat. Yeah, I might. It depends how I feel. I don't know if I. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, you know, there's no way to store large amounts of electricity. That's a problem. That's why they're always juggling balls with this grid. Yeah, they turn it off, but I don't think it has anything to do with forest fires. Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. You going, Conan? Yeah, but if you're in North Carolina, you really can't be part of the low country watershed. That's right. Yeah, but they go up higher than you think. Like it starts in Aiken, South Carolina, which is right next to Augusta. Oh, okay. I remember being in Cincinnati about 30 years ago and getting good fish and chips downtown. I want to say the place's name was Fitzgerald's or something. Yeah, Texas has their own grid. Their own grid. I'll do like you, Rita. Their own grid. Their own grid. Their own grid. No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Low country is South Carolina only, I'm pretty sure. Now, that may be included in the watershed, but not in low country. Huh. I love these like cloudy, like thunderous nights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, and see, Hampton's where Murdoch's from. There you go. And in Georgia, barely. The Savannah River, the south side. Those are 3 pecan trees. Huge. About 120 years old. Oh, it's super interesting. Oh, cool. That's the Bible Belt. South Carolina, part of the Bible Belt. Low country. No, it is pecan. Those are pecan trees for sure. 100%. Guarantee you. You didn't recognize these ones. It's because you know you're not used to seeing them this big. Thanks, Boo. Yeah, they are, yeah. Oh, Andy Griffith. That was a good show. I watched it. He'd probably be transgender now if he was alive. Yeah, it is. Yep. Low country. They're definitely pecan trees, Carolyn. Yeah, I didn't know it was considered subtropical. Florida's got 3 levels: tropical, subtropical. The fuck is it? Subtropical, tropical. I forget the other one. Yeah, I got a black walnut tree in the back. Yep. They look similar, kind of. The leaves, kind of. Except on the walnut tree, they're like, it looks like a fan instead of the leaves pointing all over. No, they don't call it that. Yeah, they do. Yep. These are too old. They don't to produce nuts. Yeah, we're a little too far north for pecans. Cotton too. No, it's not part of it. It's not. Not the definition of it. I mean, it may be low and all that shit and look the same, but when you say low country, they're talking about South Carolina, not North. Rita just posted it. Yeah, no, black walnut's good in ice cream too, vanilla ice cream. Oh, cool. I love black walnuts. You can buy them in Walmart. Now, there's certain recipes that call for it. It's good, but they're super good in black walnuts in a vanilla ice cream. Yeah, pecans. Piss buckets. That was on, what was that one movie where Jeff Bridges had a piss bucket? He was like traveling. What was the name of that movie? It was really good. Jeff Bridges was in it, driving like an old truck. I don't know if he was a singer. Does anybody remember? No, it wasn't that. Nope. But he had a piss bucket. Women find that like super disgusting. Yeah, somebody find out that movie. He was in it, Jeff Bridges. I thought he was a singer. Yeah. Yeah, what kind of problem? No, it wasn't True Grit either. If you said the name that I remember, came out maybe 10 years ago. I remember seeing it in Chicago. Yeah, there's a time frame when these trees produce nuts. Oh, a nut dryer. Okay. Oh, good for you. All right. Thanks. I got a couple nuts here for you, Rita. They're not black and they're not pecan. Baker boys? No, I'm gonna have to look this up. Hey, Blue, can you look? Do you know what that movie is? Jeff Bridges, and I think he was traveling around. He's driving a pickup. Walnuts. Oh, really? Yeah, what was the name of that? I thought it was he was a singer. Come on, isn't there a movie buff out there that knows this? Arlington Road? Hey, Ron. Oh, that ain't no big deal. Crazy Heart. Yeah, that's what it was. Crazy Heart. Yep. Yeah, Crazy Heart. Yep. Yeah, thank you. That was a good movie. You know, that fucker's got cancer. He's starting to, he looked the same for 40 fucking years, kind of like Jackson Brown. But that cancer, that chemo did a job on him. He's starting to look like an old man. He's got a great head of hair, perfect head of hair. Oh, okay. Yeah, Crazy Heart. What year did that movie come out? You know, he married a sweetheart. His young romance sweetheart when his wife was a waitress. I think he met her in Colorado. Probably beats her after every movie. Oh, 2009. Okay. Well, it was a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, you never know, though. Oh, Arlington Road. Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Have a good day, Caroline. You tell hubby get out of that man cave. Take you somewhere. And I have to watch it on YouTube. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, you guys. I gotta find out something to eat. I didn't plan my dinner too well, and I'll probably be on later tonight. Now that I did this, I might not be, but if I'm not, Mark will be. See you guys party on. Rita, New Day, Drifter, Conan. We will rock on. Blue, you party on. You rock on, party. See you, Leah. Bye, Frisky. Thank you. Oh, good for you. Hope you can fall asleep. Bye, Leah. See you, Drifter. See you, Dribbles. Oh, no kidding today. That's interesting. Huh. Cool. Oh, that's awesome. What do you have in Mexican? Cool. All right, you guys party on. Rock on. Well, here's the deer coming out to eat. I got to take these deer a bag of food. See the little fawns? Look at the little fawn. Yeah, I'll come back later. I gotta give these guys a bag of food. Look at them hearing me talking. Trying to get a smell on me. Now they're real skittish at me. She's trying to smell me because I'm not moving. Yeah, I'm gonna put a bag of food out for them. All right, have a good night, you guys. Party on. I'm gonna go get the deer hunting rifle. You party on.